Sherry Schwartz of Deep Roots Discovery Yoga, and I'm here to do some yoga for neck and shoulders. And we'll do a bit of a pre-check first. So bring your chin down towards your chest, always moving within your pain-free range of motion. And then lifting your head back up, just noticing how that felt. And turn your head to look in one direction over one shoulder. Notice how far back you can look. Bring your head back to center and look in the other direction. Just noticing, without straining, how far back you can look and how it feels. Take some breaths, keep your shoulders relaxed as you bring your head back to center. And the last set of pre-check will just be tipping your head to one side. And bring it back to center and tip it gently to the other side. So we're always moving into pleasure and staying away from pain or pinching. Bring your head back to center. So the first movement we will do is both for the neck and for the nervous system. Tipping your head to one side just a little bit, just so you feel the lightest stretch on the open side of your neck from your ear down towards your shoulder. And we're starting to work into the vagus nerve here. So at the same time, as we hold this for about 20 or 30 seconds, look up out of the corners of your eyes toward the ceiling. Imagine that you're looking up at the sky with curiosity, wondering what you see up there. Maybe it's a hot air balloon. And you can just blink around, not straining your eyes, but just gently looking up, and blinking is good as well. Taking some deep breaths. And you might feel a sigh or a yawn come through at some point, especially if you do these many times. And then bring your head back to center. Allow for a little floating feeling on top, maybe rock a little side to side. Take a breath, and then we'll bring the head over to the other shoulder, so ear towards your shoulder. Just a little bit, again, just a light stretch through the side of your neck as you look up out of the corners of your eyes. And allowing yourself to breathe calmly, taking some long exhales. You can look around, and on this side, maybe imagine looking up at a bird's nest in a tree. Breathing. And as you hold this a little longer, again, you might feel a sigh or a yawn. Those are just signals that your nervous system is regulating. So also to mention, as we bring our head back up to center, that this is not the same kind of thing we do when we're like stretching our neck really hard side to side. The next one is one of my very favorites, and it helped me get out of extreme and chronic neck pain. It's called Gentle Somatic Yoga Shoulder Shrugs. So we simply do 3 steps. We repeat those 3 steps about 3 times. So you're just bringing your shoulders up towards your ears and hugging them up there, holding it for 3 to 5 seconds, and then we slowly let the shoulders come down, and really as slowly as you can. As you're doing this, just notice if you feel any kind of bumpy, shaky spots as your shoulders come down. So the first couple times is really good just to notice, especially if you haven't done this before. So what we're doing is we are contracting the muscles, shortening them instead of stretching and pulling on them. And then we are retraining the brain to body connection by releasing those muscles slow and smooth. How often do we do that in life? Rarely, right? So we're retraining, we're giving the brain something new to think about. And as we do that, we are resetting the muscles to their optimal resting length as they come all the way down, and we take a pause at the bottom to allow the brain to integrate what just happened. And we're going to do it 2 more times. So bringing those shoulders up, holding them for about 3 to 5 seconds. And a slow, smooth release, moving in slow motion. You can bring internal awareness more so by closing your eyes as you do this. When your shoulders get to the very bottom, just pause and you could take a breath. So this last time, we'll bring those shoulders up. This is the first step. Holding them for 3 seconds. And then the second step is slowly lowering them down, smoothing them out. If you hit an especially bumpy spot, just bring your shoulders up an inch or 2 and redo that area. When you get all the way to the bottom, completely relax your shoulders. Imagine that same relaxation coming all the way down through your elbows and your hands. You could even release your hands beside your legs and let them hang all the way down. Take another breath. And then just take that little rocking motion side to side, or you could even do a little shoulder circle. Good. So our next exercise for the neck is called the rainbow. And it's a gentle, slow movement, only, again, moving into pleasure and staying away from any pinching or pain. So we start by bringing the chin to the chest, and then bring the chin over to one shoulder. Use the chin as if it is, there's a pencil at the end of your chin, and draw a rainbow across the sky. And this could be a tiny rainbow, or it could be much bigger. To your other shoulder, nice and slow. Bring the chin back to the chest. Reverse direction, chin to your opposite shoulder. Draw that rainbow to your other shoulder. And chin back to your chest. So you can go ahead and do this another time. Again, bringing the chin to the shoulder. Slowly drawing a rainbow across the sky toward the other shoulder. And really taking your time, because as I mentioned before, we are always moving so fast. And then go ahead and bring your chin to your chest and reverse direction. Chin to your shoulder and drawing the rainbow. As you're doing that, just thinking about this slow movement being something that's new for the brain. And the brain is able to repattern and get out of those areas of held tension and chronic, similar to the rainbow. I call it the spiral. And we are imagining that there is a pencil on the end of your nose. And you're going to simply take some very slow, very small spiraling movements through your nose. And I would suggest probably going twice as slow as whatever you started out with. And as you make this spiral around in one direction, getting bigger and bigger, remember only to move while you're still feeling a sense of pleasure. If you hit a spot that feels painful or pinching, then you know that you probably want to stop and bring your nose back to center. Sometimes stopping in that painful spot allows the brain to realize that it's okay and maybe you can keep moving, but really listening to yourself and then coming back to center. So we'll reverse direction using that nose as if it's a pencil. Very, very slow spiral. Maybe closing your eyes. Allowing yourself to go deep within. Experience the inner witness. Making this right for yourself. And just noticing any sensations. Allowing yourself to explore with curiosity instead of worry or fear. And then when you are finished, go ahead and bring your head back to center. And you can take a moment, just kind of breathe or take any other movements. This time maybe a cat and cow movement, rounding your spine, chin to chest. And then lifting up, pulling your shoulders back, lifting your chin. A couple of those might feel really nice. Take a breath as you sit up. Relax those shoulders, make sure they're still down. Sometimes they like to creep up as we're doing these things. But you'll notice that as they creep up, we're creating more and more tension in those muscles. So we want to keep releasing them and noticing that throughout your everyday life. Sometimes when I'm driving, my shoulders are halfway up and then I'm like, oh, whew, let those go. Or when I'm doing other things, I notice that. So the last one is another gentle somatic yoga movement. We're just tipping the head to one side as we apply a little bit of pressure either with the palm of your hand or your fist. And we're holding that for 3 to 5 seconds, just a 3 out of 10 on an effort scale. And then slowly release in slow motion. The head comes back up as the arm comes down to your lap to rest. Take a breath. We'll do that 2 more times on the first side. So tipping your head into the side. And this is engaging the neck muscles on the side of your neck. If you are wanting to do something more into the back muscles, you might press your head back and then slowly release. So finding your angle that's best for you and your neck. Pause when you get to the bottom. Take a breath. And sometimes the neck pain is on the back of the neck. So you could even press your head into a wall with a pillow behind your head as you release that. And then we'll do it one more time on this side. So find your angle that works into the areas of tension or pain in your neck. Holding that, and then slow, smooth, mindful release. Paying attention from the inside out. Relax when you get to the bottom. Notice that side of your body compared to the other side. Notice if one side feels longer, higher, maybe more forward or backward, or released. And then blink your eyes open, we'll come over to the other side. So palm of your hand or fist into the side of your head, or maybe more toward the back of your head if you're going for those back neck muscles. Holding it for 3 to 5 seconds, not straining though. Slow, smooth release. Pause when you get to the bottom. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath. And then we'll do that again. Tipping the head into your hand, creating tension. Notice where you're feeling that tension. And slowly relax, not just through your neck and shoulder and head, but through your whole body. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere else, and let that go. We'll do that one more time. So this time, as we're creating tension in the neck, see if anything else, my feet were gripping. So relax through your legs and your other shoulder, and then slowly release. Bringing that sense of pleasure and release all the way down through your neck and shoulders. Close your eyes, take a breath, and notice any differences or similarities from that side of your body to the other side. Allow yourself this time of self-care and self-healing. Allow your brain this time. You can blink your eyes open and just go ahead and look to one side. Notice if you can look further back, or if maybe there's just a little less tension. Bring your head through center, look over to the other side. Oh, I could move my head back further in both directions, but especially to the left. There was a big change. All right, so take any other movements that might feel good through your neck and shoulders and back. And come back to this video anytime. You can do these exercises, any or all of them, several times a day, anytime you feel neck pain. And when I started doing these regularly, within 2 weeks, I was completely free of severe neck pain. And that was over a year ago. And I'm feeling great in my neck now. So I do these frequently. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat box and visit my website for more information or the other videos on this channel. My website is deeprootsdiscovery.com. Take care. Namaste.